Big exciting news as we start the morning and this afternoon and this evening today, and we start the day after as well. As the Problem Solvers bill has in it rent grant money. And as I reported yesterday, there's a move to get that vote underway for that bill this coming week. But as I'm reporting only on this channel today, is that there's a movement to get that done by a deadline of October 1st. Hey, good evening, everybody, or good afternoon, or, whatever day of the day, part of the day you wanted to make it to be. I'm here, you're here, your dog and cat is here, the alligator, your lizard. I have dinosaurs watching me as well. Nancy Pelosi's hairstyle was the same back then as well. So, I'm a little salty. Get some side of fries, get the catfish ready for some Mitch McConnell lobster bill, because I'm ready for some rent news, which I'm really excited for you. Millions of Americans need rent aid. They need the money to pay the landlord. And finally, there's a path to getting that money in your hands. That path, ironically, is a bunch of airline executives have a lot of money and are not having problems paying their rent. But their deadline to get their relief is October 1st. And because their deadline is combined with your efforts and your needs, you're all being anchored together. I'll be detailing that incredible great news right now, and also what would you get under rent aid, why you should get behind the Problem Solvers bill, what you expect next week, and why the economic data, which I'll be going over shortly, is very bleak if the stimulus package is not done. Finally, I'll be answering some of your incredible 720 comments in yesterday's rent video. This is Afternoons LA. Go to the front of the channel and subscribe, because if you've not subscribed, you're not subscribed to the best damn community out there. We're the most watched stimulus channel now, and there's a reason for it, because we literally are delivering the most comprehensive news over so many different topics of stimulus on a daily basis. We cover check and rent and eviction and unemployment and every single thing that you could possibly imagine under stimulus, all the details, all the money, everywhere that you can get. Also like this video, because it's going to be a darn good video. Let's get to the incredible details. Rent aid under the second stimulus package seemed like a dead horse. It didn't seem like it was going anywhere. You got that eviction moratorium for the president, you got that mortgage forbearance, and neither was really written that well. And we thought, okay, we're not getting rent aid. Hopefully it comes from the states. Well, Christmas came early, as that Christmas started last Tuesday when the Problem Solvers introduced their bill, which I told you was coming. But what I didn't see was what unfolded later in the last week, which was by the end of the week, Republicans and Democrats, House and Senate, all called for a vote this coming week on a second stimulus package. Oh yeah, they're not paying attention to anyone else. They're calling for a vote. But what I'm reporting today, because I reported the vote yesterday. What I'm reporting today is that there's a deadline. Deadline is October 1st. Oh boy. And if we get this done by October 1st, what does that mean for you? It means you could see rent grants shortly thereafter. Not immediately right after that, but shortly thereafter. But you could have an eviction moratorium, which is better written, literally on October 1st. You could have a mortgage forbearance law written, better, effective on October 1st. What does this mean? How does this mean? What's going on? And let me explain to you these deadlines and these timelines. What's going on is a very bizarre twist. The bizarre twist you're only going to hear on this channel. I'm sure, someone's going to watch this video and, claim it their own. But it's the airlines. The airlines have appeared and have suddenly said, hey, we have a problem, and our problem has to be solved by October 1st. Put us in the second stimulus package that has rent and checks and unemployment. Put us in that package and get it done by October 1st. And ironically, Congress is saying, yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Well, what does that mean for you? Well, it means when we're talking about second stimulus package getting done by October 1st. It means it's being signed by the president on October 1st into law. So then you would count back days. Well, how do you count back the days? Well, you go the day before would be the day that the House votes on it. And the day before that is the day at which the Senate votes on it. So you would need a Senate vote no later than the 29th. You would need a House vote no later than the 30th. And you need the president to sign it no later than October 1st. And you're done. And you're done. The airline's bailout is in the second stimulus package, which has your rent, your mortgage, and your eviction. But what's important to understand is that when we're talking about evictions and mortgage forbearance, the day the president signs it, October 1st, you're protected literally that minute. Eviction moratoriums means you cannot be evicted but for XYZ. The minute the president signs it, you're protected. Mortgage forbearance, the same thing. The minute the president signs it, you cannot be foreclosed upon because of XYZ. So you don't have to wait 10 days or 20 days. It's literally that minute. And this is really needed relief for eviction and mortgage because the orders out there are just, they're a little screwy. They don't make a lot of sense. It's sort of like looking at Nancy Pelosi's hairstyle, even upside down. It's like, I turn my hair, this still doesn't look good. So we need them fixed. But what you also need is some rent grant. And this is insanely great news because no Republican has given you grant money. It's like they're just, I don't know. They got, fat in the brain cells. This is what's going on. You have to give people rent grant money because if you have an eviction moratorium and they're not being evicted until January 1st, well, guess what? No one's going to have rent money on December 31st and they're all going to be evicted the next day. So you have to give them grant money for rent. Now, the landlords need rent money as well because if you don't give them the money, they're not going to have money to pay their bills, property taxes, utilities, whatever, insurance, and they're going to be foreclosed upon. And then guess what? Then the banks will have properties they don't want. And guess what? The banks will go under. Make sense? Yeah. So this is insanely great news. What's going to happen next week then is that you have to absolutely get behind the problem solvers, the New Age Democrats, the Blue Dogs, and say, get it to a vote and get it done. What you want to do is support the movement to get the problem solvers bill ramped up. They're going to add stuff to it. We have to add some stuff to it as a channel. We have to add some stuff to the problem solver bill. Get it voted upon and get it passed. Done. There's a movement by Republicans and Democrats, House and Senate, to get it done and signed next week. But the timeline is now manifesting itself as by October 1st. So we got the 29th of September is not this coming week, it's the week after. So we got a short time frame to really get this done. The purple power is the spirit of this community of doing things that people thought they had no power to do. People thought they had no energy and no motivation to do anything. This has not been a one-topic channel. If you just joined me in the last couple days, thank you. But, I started this channel on April 25th. I covered 5 topics the first day. PPP, PUA, EIDL grants, EIDL loans, and other stuff like UI and other stuff. And what I was doing was getting people money that they were owed under CARES Act 1 of the first stimulus package, but we're not getting it but for some problem. And shortly, in a short period of time, I got people a lot of money. It wasn't just a small amount of money. It was somewhere between $5 to $25 million I got people, but for the efforts of this channel. And it started to snowball, and I got more and more and more money for people. This has never been a one-topic channel. So if you're watching this channel, if you're watching this video, God bless. If you're watching this channel only to find out what day a check for stimulus check lands in your bank account, that's not the purpose of this channel. This purpose of this channel is to empower people to get what's theirs, to fight and get their financial relief that they're entitled to. And so if you just sort of do much of nothing, and just sit on a lazy chair, eat a donut, and say, I'll tell you when it's in my account, well, it may never be in your account. The push to get Rent 8 has not been an easy one. It absolutely has not been an easy one. And the motivation to give one another motivation has not been an easy path as well. You know, we're at 260,000 subscribers. On a given day, I'm fighting with channels that are giving out false information. I'm fighting with broadcast news reporters that have incorrect information. I'm dealing with a lot of confusing stuff. People are asking me, did you see this? I'm like, I don't have time to see that. What I have time to do is get you on focus. And the focus now is 7 days of smashing social media, liking and tweeting and hashtagging and sharing, because this is the final push. You may have gotten us to this point, and you've done an incredible job, but we're not to the finish line yet. We got to get to the finish line. We got to get this through. We're going to get this through. We got to get it done. And this is a reason why you have to get it done. Bad news. If we don't get stimulus, a new report by Jean Benjamin says that the economy will grow 1.1% over the next year. It'll be flat. We'll have no new jobs, and unemployment will rise to 10.2%, and that the crisis will continue to the year 2025. Some worries that the U.S. will slip back into a fourth quarter double dip down recession. George Dako, chief U.S. economist at Oxford Economics, has a similar view and says that the stimulus of at least $1 trillion would increase economic growth to 1.5% next year, but without it, we will fall into the stall speed of about 1% at the end of this year, and it would be shock. Edwards says that, in other words, some industries will literally implode. You know, if you're a Republican or Democrat, I hope you understand the economics of this. I mean, a lot of these elected officials are educated people, and I don't understand how they not hear this economic data. This is not just two reports or two economists. They've been saying this for ages. You drizzle stimulus on this economy, you know, like Parmesan cheese, just to drizzle it on. It doesn't do crap. It doesn't do crap. You need to throw massive stimulus on this economy, a lot of stimulus. This is what happens. You throw Parmesan cheese and sort of drizzle it, the economy just goes like this, year after year after year after year after year. And then finally, maybe 5 to 6 years after this, we're back to where we were in February this year. Who wants to be like this to 2025? Do you? I don't. It's insane. Why are these congressmen who, it's not their money, don't want to throw tons and tons of stimulus on this economy? And I don't mean giving it to Andrew Cuomo's damn bank. I don't mean giving it to Gavin Newsom's damn bank. That is not stimulus, Nancy. How dare you think that's stimulus? Giving money to a state so they can balance their budget is not stimulus. Stimulus is something that goes into businesses and individuals, that stimulates growth between businesses and individuals in the economy. It's not giving money to states so that states stay liquid. It's just, I don't know where this got so off track, and we're suddenly calling stimulus as bailing out states or giving states grants. But if you throw a massive amount of stimulus, we get through this. We rebound early next year. We get to a path of growth. We're not at a path of growth. We have You know what I love about this channel? You know what I absolutely adore about this channel is we have Republicans and Democrats on this channel. That's why it's called the Purple Power. But none of us are breeding into false information. So none of us think that the economy is fully rebounded and we're absolutely fine and we don't need stimulus. No, that's some strange Mitch McConnell backwoods Republican propaganda manifesto. It's just, no, the economy is not in a good situation, and we need lots of stimulus, not $200 a week of FPUC. Let me answer some of your 265 questions from yesterday after that hard love and tough love. I gotta give a little tough love now and then. Jeff Casey, let's get this bill done. Straight up problem solvers. Amen. Toff Leona, I'm very disappointed in the U.S. politics. Turn it around. Don't be disappointed. Let's do it. Sherry, when the real estate market goes to hell, so will everything else. Amen. We don't want that to to happen. Bonnie Wallace, we plant a huge garden and fed people. We ran out. I'm sorry about that, Bonnie. Darlene Thornton, she can make brooms because she's wicked. Thomas Witchcrutch, freeze her accounts and make her feel like she's broke for a while. Sheila, let her work in an outhouse. Another Sheila, people need money for rent and utilities and feed their children. There's unacceptable for grown-ups to act like that we feed the people doesn't matter. They will see we need the people on November 3rd. Amen. Patty, Nancy belongs in a padded room. Okay, Patty. Karen, are they ever going to come to an agreement? This is not human. Dennis, she's talking Heroes Act. That died 4 months ago. I love that. It did. Thelma, they must hurry and sad for the people. Dreamweaver, good afternoon, LA. Hope you're safe. The politicians all need to get a grip. They're out of touch with reality. They are. Thank you for being a long-time viewer. Karen, are they ever going to come to an agreement? You just said that, Karen. Oh, Karen did that 3 more times. Karen said that same comment 5 times today. DJ Frankie, Nancy's second job could be keeping the brooms charged up. Scort Kyle, how about in jail like where many people belong? Derek Tyson, Trump needs to sign the executive order and get this done with already. Colin Cox, very nice view of this channel. I don't know who needs us to hear this better, but you are loved. You're important. You matter. I'm cherished your every breath, every step forward you make. Big virtual hug. I love you. Thank you for your entitled support. And thank you for supporting, helping other viewers on this channel. Mike Moshe, God knows she doesn't work for us. She's working for herself. Rhonda, $12 ice cream explains a lot. She has brain freeze. I should have used that joke. Yeah, your check is in the mail for that joke. Thank you. Alicia Shannon, she could work at a haunted house on her broom. Nancy could work at a cat house or pottery barn, says Kathy. My goodness. I didn't deliver as many jokes this afternoon on Afternoons LA because there's so much news breaking. So I didn't want to eat up time, and not that I eat up time when I do tell jokes. I would make that perfectly clear. So I know you appreciate jokes, and there weren't as many on Afternoons as LA as usual. But coming up is Evenings LA. If you're not subscribed to this channel, you really have to go to the front channel, subscribe, and drop your comments below. There's a reason why this channel is growing, but we need to go faster. We need to get bigger. We need to add a lot more subscribers. 1,000 subscribers a day is not going to cut it. We need to add 50,000 a day. Let's do it. Also like this video because this was a darn good video. Coming up next is Evenings LA with a 1-hour programming block. Thank you for making Evenings LA a blockbuster. You are adoring the new schedule, which is check and then Purple Power. 2 programs, 1-hour programming block, and they are really a big hit. And I see what's happening is you're tuning into them throughout the night. So you're coming back from whatever you're doing, getting some $12 ice cream. I'm just kidding. And you're coming back and you're tuning in. So I really appreciate it. And so stay tuned for that. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay in LA for more.